Friends, I'm Dr. Shahid Shahid. I've been discussing with you a long series about human nature, particularly about Abraham religion. And my basic question asked was there is a diversity in, I may say, the spiritual, uh, I may say, religions, and how we to resolve it. I have given all the detail with you, and I have come to the present era where I wish to let you know before I may just give you what are the about 70 clinical negative aspect of human nature, which is within the I may say nafs mara, mean our evil self, which is called animal self, instinctive self, or very dominant self. And it may be, some may say that it is right or wrong, but I may say that it is a human nature. One may have a minute, or one may have the major, and one may have it has a dominant effect on making a decision in the practical life. The reason is this: whatever I'm saying and presenting you, it is not my own personal thinking. If you go back to the human nature, I told you from the very beginning, the main problem was that he has a temptation, and then he was cursed for rivalry. So these are the main two elements I will keep in mind, because there are so many other elements which I will discuss later on when I will go in sharing with you various kind of I say negative traits like telling a lie, or manipulating, or having a arrogancy and other kind of thing. But first, I will let you know. If you see the human being, then compare the decade of human life, there was a peace, prosperity, love, understanding, sharing, and security and trust and bond within the people. Then what happened? Why this bond has gone? Reason this, there is a human have a subjectivity. You know, and the subjectivity have such a strong effect in human communication, understanding, drawing conclusion, or having an action, that there a person say that whatever I am saying, that's right. So when a person is under subjectivity, this is a part of human nature. So all the decision, they are perceived from those glasses. So those who are ruling it and they are using it, they say, oh, you're right. I mean, if somebody want, he is in a power, and he has a control, and he want to make a decision, he want to give a hard time to the other people, then he will say he is right. He will give you a long list of his own perception about the things. But on the other hand, if you ask the person who is oppressed, he will talk and cry, oh man, listen, he has injustice, he is misusing his power, and he's creating a kind of problem. There is we have no peace, we can't have a prosperity, or we should have a understanding and sharing, because there is a discrimination. There is a rank in the society: upper class, lower class, middle class. Then there is a discrimination. This is this religion, this is that religion, this is that religion. Then there is a very kind of political affiliation. This country is this one, he has this policy. I mean, all these are human beings, but where that I mean, subjectivity has gone. Unfortunately, if I wish to share you clinically, I have come to know, even you may be the best psychologist, psychotherapist, when you assess a person, have a case history, and you are observing and doing this, you have certain your own persona. You are looking from that angle, whatever clinical and glasses you may have, but you are a human being. So if you have a client, it has assessment by 3 or 4 kind of people. Each one have a differences in it. Mean even those people who are invest their life in the understanding, and I may say clinically helping the people. So every person has developed his own theory in his mind, and this is the cause of his problem, and this may be resolved, and he will be quite okay. And the poor client who has a subjectivity, and he has a dependency, and he has no hair and say, he is at the mercy of that person. So when they think this person has accepted their thoughts, then say they are, oh, we have resolved it. But I, unfortunately, my feeling on the other hand is this is my feeling I have imposed on that person, and if he has accepted and working on it, then he is working according to me. No, this is not a thing. We should get into that person and see what his personality is, how he is thinking, and we should touch his inner child, the real child, his real personality. The born he was clean slate. The way he has been trained, he has gone through very kind of ups and down belief system, religion, training, this and that, and various kind of consequences. So he developed his own persona. We should touch that persona. We should resolve that persona because there is some problem within that persona. If we just inducing our own thoughts, we are not helping. We should go back and come to the mental level of that child and then resolve how he is feeling. It is only possible when you get away your real self and listen objectively to that person. But above all, what I wish to say, in spite of these things, each individual is an individual. And what a strange thing, God. He is unique. He's created every person unique. Every person has his own personality. Even twins have a different kind of personality. I was watching outside. I see surprising looking now the season has changed. These trees which are quite broken and very bad shape now, they are coming up and they have a every leaves has a different kind of system, various kind of trees, various kind of color, various kind of thing. If the we cannot understand that phenomena, then it is very hard to understand who is running this world. But he has set certain principles. There are those principles he keep on revealing. Oh man, you have this nature, you will do this thing, you won't be able to control yourself. I'm giving you this. You get overwhelmed with the feeling when you have a beautiful girl, woman before you, whatever you may be, you get excited because you have a inner sex instinct with it. Same is about this. If there is a lot of money here and there and nobody's seeing, you would like to have some kind of taking something from that one. So human nature is human nature. Temptation is temptation. The only authority who has no temptation, who is the creator. So creator can give us the right knowledge about human being. So then you see, if you study the personal wishes list, media, temptation, advertisement, mean how you can control a person, because every person is having an effect or different kind of effect. Even we want to change ourselves, these things, worldly persuasion, we keep on moving us. It is touching inside. So now I'm just saying why human being derailed, because subjectivity is the main, I may say, factor which effect in pursuing, in learning, in collecting data in mind and drawing a conclusion. So subjectivity is the main, I may say, the problem with the human being, and that subjectivity is colored with the temptation and rivalry. So even people who everybody will say I'm right. Suppose if you see a person who is in old age and he has still the power, or he's a president, and he may be he won't be able to walk, but he say what I say that's right, what I say that. So that one person is holding the whole people under his I must say command and running the show. So in other words, what I wish to say, every person who is in control, he has a command. He perceives the thing from his own angle. Mutakabbar means he is arrogant. He looks from this, that, oh, what I say, that's right, all are wrong. And those who are learned ones, scientists, and big people, they are at the mercy of it. Now come to the next level. If you come to the lowest level and you have a servant, your behavior with the servant will be quite different than your own relative, because you say he is my servant, I can do this, I can do. Then your approach, your thinking, your pattern of communication is quite different. If you are a male and you are in a male dominant society, you are walking like a macho man, and even the, I may say, ladies mean their own, I may say, family relation where their older people are there. He will say, no, woman doesn't know. I know better than these ladies. And if there is a country where the law is in favor of women are just making the people crippled. They are walking behind him just like a servant. So I'm not asking who's right, who's wrong. I'm telling you about the human nature. So subjectivity is the main problem which affect on all our prosperity, relationship, and other kind of thing. When you have the power, then you have no fear of any crime, because you can have a control on the situation. If there is even some FIR against you, you are a power. You see in this world how these judges are helping the favorable group, and if the whatever party come in power, then their right is wrong, and those who are wrong, if their party is in power, their wrong is right. So you can see around you. So what I wish to say, that mental faculty at race level, because they have their own kind of thinking, their own motivation, their own fantasies. So time and space impact on the things, because the things have been changing, but the human nature is not going to change. So this phenomena I wish to share with you, those who are listening to this thing. And they, so many people ask questions, they are very funny kind of thing. I can't keep on saying everything. I'm just touching the main point, because if I keep on giving you the case history, even I cannot present a single program. My purpose is not that I know better. I'm just saying that human nature is what, and how we should learn from it, because our ego come in our way, our I may say old knowledge came our way, our rigid thoughts which is in our mind, uh, placed in our head, they are blocked to us to see what is the right, what is the wrong. So even if some person want to see the how we should do it, so it is a big challenge for them, that how they should have a self control, and under various kind of personal thinking subjectivity, how we should be more objective, because these things affect in the practical life. And one is self-gauged. Whatever one has make a certain kind of thinking or persona, which are based on certain kind of belief system in early childhood under the rigidity. So one is caged. Even one want to see objectively, it is very hard for them, because unconscious power is affecting on them. So for us, it is a important to see under power and other kind of relationship how these things are there, because we sometimes go out of our boundary, and we do not take social responsibility. We do not care about ethical standard, and we in our business, in our races, and in order to have a control on the things, one keep on doing this thing till death. You see, till the death time, people are not going to change or understand their self. Money is money. We should hold it. This is the solution. We can buy anything from it. It may be right way or the wrong way. And one has lost those, I may say, moral, ethical values, those social bonds. They are decreasing. Money, money, and money. Because you have money, then you need not any person. So please, for God's sake, you see how many people have taken money with their self after on the death. How many banks, how many, I may say, bungalows and cars, and I may say various kind of investment one have taken with them in after death. Nobody care who he was. They say, oh, let him go. We should bury it. Bad smell is coming. This is the end result of human being. So I wish to say we should come after the subjectivity. We should feel what I have feeling, the other have the same feeling. We forget this is the main problem in our fights, in our misunderstanding, and there are so many fights. You see what is happening at present. What is the restlessness? There may be a third war. There may be a problem. How many people they are at ease? They are always people looking. There may not be a divorce. There may not be a loss of business. My kids may not run away. Means there are 100,000 kind of problems. These are human self-created problems, because we are blocked, locked with the subjectivity, and we do not come out of it to understand and come to the mental level of human being. That we should come, listen to him, what he is, what is the inner self, and communicate his inner child. Then they will start loving you. My main concern to it, that please try to control on this thing, and ethical moral values are the standard, because if you keep in the society your discipline, you won't do such kind of illegal thing or such kind of big problem for the society. There won't be a fight so many, and the people will be understanding each other. So what happened that after losing the morality, the people think everything is okay. So even if you do a wrong thing, they say this is human rights. Under human rights, one can do anything.
واسعة فإياي فاعبدون.
O my servants who have believed, indeed my earth is spacious, so worship only me.
كل نفس ذائقة الموت ثم إلينا ترجعون.
Every soul will taste death, then to us will you be returned.
والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لنبوئنهم من الجنة غرفا تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها نعم أجر العاملين.
And those who have believed and done righteous deeds, we will surely assign to them of paradise elevated chambers beneath which rivers flow, wherein they abide eternally. Excellent is the reward of the righteous workers.
I see.
الذين صبروا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون.
Who have been patient and upon their Lord rely.
وكأي من دابة لا تحمل رزقها الله يرزقها وإياكم وهو السميع العليم.
And how many a creature carries not its own provision? Allah provides for it and for you, and He is the hearing, the knowing.
ولئن سألتهم من خلق السماوات والأرض وسخر الشمس والقمر ليقولن الله فأنى يؤفكون.
If you ask them, who created the heavens and earth and subjected the sun and the moon, they would surely say, Allah. Then how are they deluded?
الله يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء من عباده ويقدر له إن الله بكل شيء عليم.
Allah extends provision for whom He wills of His servants and restricts for him. Indeed, Allah is of all things knowing.
ولئن سألتهم من نزل من السماء ماء فأحيا به الأرض من بعد موتها ليقولن الله قل الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعقلون.
And if you ask them, who sends down rain from the sky and gives life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness? They would surely say, Allah. Say, praise to Allah, but most of them do not reason.
وما هذه الحياة الدنيا إلا لهو ولعب وإن الدار الآخرة لهي الحيوان لو كانوا يعلمون.
And this worldly life is not but diversion and amusement. And indeed, the home of the hereafter, that is the eternal life.